Perhaps, as you say, we fight for every step, for every scrap that we can get. Get through me, if you can. There are so many passageways to Erebus, 'tis exceedingly unlikely he shall find the way. You face a greater risk than that right now. A bit of solitude here hardly is a waste of time. I never merely wait. I've more matters to attend to in these woods besides. But first, 'tis a particularly quiet night. Observe the silence for a moment, ere we begin our little test of just how capable you have become. No need, the hounds fend mostly for themselves. Like as not, they use this time to rest, as you'd be wise to do now and again. A chill swept through the air as you approach. Unseasonably cold. Though perhaps it is as Demeter desires. She aids you, does she not? No. I've been a bit preoccupied. At least here, Demeter shall be able to cool her wrath against me for keeping you a secret for so long. I sense that Demeter is with you once again. I suspected she would either be among the first to lend support or to refuse. 'Twas a painful choice to leave her in the dark. She would have gone to war immediately, but our task requires patience. As you know, I've no intent to permit any such possibility. Not even if you've the swiftness of Hermes speeding you on. Though why don't we get to it, then? This clearing, rest assured, is ours alone. These woods are vast enough. Yet I see everyone who passes through, no matter how clandestine they may think they are. What is that foul artifact you bear? Ah, an eye of Nemesis, warding against those harbouring ill will. The sheer irony of it coming from her. Blood and darkness, I can sense you've those accursed knuckle bones on you. I shall have to thank Odysseus for providing such a gift. Odysseus has known his share of witches besides us. Well, I'm braced for impact. The knuckle bones strike first, and then we fight. Do I detect an artifact from Moros? Something to bring doom swiftly to your foes by forestalling your own. Seems rather handy, that. You were preoccupied with that Arachne's curse. I know about it, yes. The remedy is no straightforward feat. Athena is the one to persuade. So long as she wishes the curse to remain, it shall. That, and you must discover who created it. Far easier to beg forgiveness than to dole it out. As you grow longer in years, you too shall have relationships that cannot be repaired. I've a sense this shan't take very long at all. What say we give Sister Selene a good show up there? The moon is full and clear this eve. Brings a certain drama to our confrontation, does it not? 'Tis a new moon, and an opportunity for a new beginning. But first, correct. 'Tis no wonder doom has come to stay with us for now. His presence lingers over every action that we take. Triple divide! Triple divide! Past, present, future! We are as one! Caught out! Got you! Anticipate my strikes! Retaliate! Avoidable! I'll not hold back! Remain alert! Evade! Do not overextend! That I felt! Good hit! Well done! Careful now! That's it! Like that! Follow through! Press the attack! Growing strong! Like that! Make the kill! So, alright. Let us try this. Lesson learned. Let us proceed. Now, you strike to no avail. You cannot pierce my wards. Back off. Conserve your strength. All you can do is run. Now run, Melinoe. I suggest you run. The tables have turned. Not simple to evade, that one. You look adorable. Face me. Stand and fight. Truly now. There's no escaping me. Aren't you a cheeky one? You'll soon get more than that. How nice for you. Ooh, let me see. Collapsed under the pressure of it all. You almost had me. Not quite. So very close. And yet not strong enough. Fought more fiercely than last time, at least. Do not be disappointed. You fought well. You barely got to me at all that time. Hold! Hold! I yield. Hold! At ease. Hold! Good. Hold! Excellent. That's quite enough. Just when I thought I had you, you seized control of the fight. Well fought. You used your last remaining moments very well. May you fare well below. You wield Discura capably, and I can tell the bond you share is strong. Now, farewell. Your growing skill with Lim and Oros makes you something to be feared. Good. I shall return to Shadows hence. Trust that your eve is only beginning. We shall have to do this again some other eve. You have grown strong, although we've an eternity to hone our craft. May you show even greater wrath against the enemies awaiting you below. Well fought, and may the fates be generous to you in your descent. I have impeded you for long enough this night. Go. Make the most of this attempt. Our craft leaves little room for doubt, yet some always remains. And even a little can be far too much. If you lack confidence, then how are you to manifest your will? Be certain of your heart's desire. You're angry. Let it out. Anger's not to be suppressed nor misdirected. To be angry is to be alive. I require no convincing, Malinoe, although perhaps you do. However much I've taught, what's important is you're a capable student. Oh, silence, Malinoe. For your setbacks, I've boundless patience, but for your petulance, I've none. You ought to find a better catalyst for such inner turmoils, as I lack sympathy for them. The air hangs heavily about you here tonight. Ah, 'tis from the scrap of something that Medea gave to you. A gift more than a curse, I trust. Indeed it is, as fleeces go, at least. Medea is not quick to accept others into her circle. Bit of a black sheep herself. But aren't we all? Your staff takes on an unexpected form. Last I saw it thus was on a distant isle in the seas above, where the enchantress Circe plied her trade. Circe knew Discura's next bearer would need it for a task of some import. Thus she lent some of her strength to complement your own. What's that you're brandishing? Ah, the nocturnal arms begin to show their myriad colours. The silver, you well know, is but one, and I suspect you shall continue doing so. If nothing else, this ought to make things further interesting here for the both of us. Now that's a sight, you bearing down on me with that gigantic moonstone axe. I wasn't certain you'd prefer that one. Well, much as I hate to inconvenience you, I must. Although that monstrous thing suggests this oughtn't take too long. Using the Argent Skull of Raval now, are we? You're becoming a most capable necromancer to have earned its trust. That is rather a personal question, considering all evidence at hand. Perhaps Raval herself shall reveal to you the answer in due course. The umbral flames of Ignium at your command. You use them in your own way, not merely copy my technique. Just so. I always favoured these old flames of mine, but as to whether you and yours truly connect, we'll have to see. Why, if it isn't little Garly scurrying about your feet, huh? How the tables have turned. Her vengeance finally is nigh. She is to do your bidding when required, and besides, I do think she is going to enjoy this. I let you go all out. Same goes for her. You've a particular objective to achieve here, haven't you? Seen what must be done within the facets of the pitch-black stone. 'Tis very much disquieting to know the choices that we make might all be preordained to some extent. Nevertheless, Knight's will is to be done. Look at that prim posture. We're in the presence of majestic Hecuba herself. How fares my favoured hound? Come, you want to see what she shall do. Her loyalty is absolute. I permitted her to serve you as she serves me. Let's all now bare our fangs. You spoke the oath of the unseen and would enact Night's testament this eve. I sensed the growing fear. How much of it is yours? Best not to speculate too much. 'Twas your own doing most of all. Then face me on this terror-stricken eve. You have made certain vows and shall experience the consequence. Decided to forego the oath for now. A wise move, like as not. Or evidence of some restraint and circumspection on your part, at least. 'Tis through adversity that we grow strong. But to your point, you face adversity enough. The oath is there to guarantee you always shall. The fear in the air. 'Tis almost palpable tonight. You have made many vows this eve. Feeling so very bold, or merely curious to see what shall transpire. All vows can be undone. But yes, the oath is oddly forgiving in this way. Its vows never strictly binding. Perhaps so that each evening may be interestingly different from the last, now and always. That tinge of frustration you expressed, I would see you rid yourself of it, in your attempts to rid yourself of me. Our enemy surely is beginning to wonder how you are able to thwart him. Do leave him in the dark. The less he knows of us, the better. You have prepared yourself. 'Tis good that you are drawing his attention and his wrath whilst I remain unseen. We slowly undermine his strength, and through our efforts buy your mountain relatives more time. Eluded. How did that miss? That never used to miss. So much for that. That blasted little toad. That hex was meant for you. Total eclipse. Total eclipse. Selene smite you. Look now upon the moon. Lunar ray. Lunar ray. Selene's burning light. Behold Selene's light. Take on a lesser form. Time for a change. Behold the moon. Selene tests your will. Tremble beneath the moon. I have more hexes up my sleeve. Let's see you evade this. There's not much glory in confronting adversaries one-to-one. I myself invoke shades of the dead to alter the odds. Some may well favor you instead. You jest, yet a familiar may be of considerable benefit given all that you have to do. A possibility to think upon once you are rid of me. Again, you bear the wheel I gave to you. Rather, that I held for you ere you were ready, for it was always yours. A means of focusing your magical acuity, if nothing else. The crossroads may serve as something of a home to you, but most certainly it is not your home. It is that labyrinth in which you are trapped. Break free. Do bring an animal familiar along next time, if but to keep things livelier for me. We have the means to keep them safe, even in scuffles such as these. The Arcana gave to you no benefit at all this eve, and still you bested me. I know not whether to heap praise or reprimand you for being such a little show-off. You brought some company along. An unassuming choice. Your amphibious friend does not appear to have capacity to sway the outcome here. We are not here to entertain your woodland friends, Malinois. Pray they don't get underfoot. Moody creatures, cats. Born huntresses, but uncontrollable. I almost fear to see just what this little one can do. With hounds, at least I know exactly where I stand. You wear one of those silken dresses, always with a vivid hue. I know whose handiwork they are. This one quite suits you, though it is unlikely to withstand the heat. I trust the dark of Erebus was not too much to handle with the ever-burning flames of ignium to light your path. I sense the changes in the night, in you. Your strength has waned significantly. Chaos wishes to see the outcome of this particular arrangement, then? And whether you took such lessons to heart, we shall imminently see. As Selene be our witness above, so shall chaos below. 'Tis a wonder this eye does not cause the two of us to combust on the spot. Then take your vengeance, if you can. Oh, whatever foul keepsake you decided to bring along for good fortune this eve, it is a horrid thing. Which sort of comrade would reward you thus? The terrace was doing you a favour. Or has any sense of purpose other than to sow disorder where she can. You two make a strange match, Malinois. So shall this be. Now, in whose guise is Ignium this time? If you are comfortable answering. 'Tis not your aspect of the umbral flames, that much is clear. 'Tis how the fates do like to operate. As soon as we know what the future holds, we may try to resist, only to stumble into bringing it about. 'Tis not the typical slim figure of the Moonstone axe. Ah, the aspect of Charon. He has since taken up the simple ore. Perhaps he did, or hewed off a few heads. If Nyx and the three fates entrusted the protection of the underworld to a certain few, they could have chosen worse. To bear each of the nocturnal arms is a terrible responsibility. I've only begun to realize their nature. A certain incantation shall deepen your understanding. You have grown physically quite strong, but spiritually more is to be done. The altar of ashes. There is an incantation that may make your nightly meditations at it better spent. Welcome. Hold. Not even a scratch. Fresh as rain. That was quick. Descura. Lim and Oros. Ignium. Zoraphet. Reval. Twilight curse! Twilight curse! No, you don't. No, you don't. Pardon the interruption. Your favorite. Night Bloom. Night Bloom. Sisters, to me! Come, sisters of the dead. Oh, sisters. Sisters, now. Crossed flames. Now the crossed flames. Crossed flames burn. Crossed flames burn. Damname Ision. Damname Ision. Damnaski Traxon. Damnaski Traxon. If you could see yourself, not very dignified. Come on, Malinois. Fall back. My favorite trick, the Twilight Curse. More beasts to go around. Apologies, sisters. The tables turn. Uncalled for. I'll keep this form, thank you. Bah. Oh, dark side. Malinois. You. There you are. Aha. The eclipse. The moon. Selene, don't you dare. Blood and darkness. The lunar ray. Here it comes. There, yes. Wrath of the moon. Back off, cat. This cat. Cat? Blasted cat. Seems not the time. Hello? Leave them be. The fight comes first. They favor you. They fight for you. Shades on your side. You're their princess. You brought a friend, an attendant. I know that one. A little backup. Return to shadow now. Return to shadow now. Return to shadow now. Return to shadow now. The black coat you now possess, surrounding you as though 'twas forged with you in mind. I feared that it was broken and beyond repair, but it was merely waiting, not your every instinct. The arms of night have a singular purpose, which they go about each in their own peculiar respect. You are to execute that purpose without fail. Found something new to wear, dressed all in spider's silk, clad in Arachne's weavings once again. That azure colour suits you well. Wearing the black of night, as pale as the moon. Vengeance in a blood-red dress. Lavender-coloured silk. Silk green as verdant fields. Silk blue as surface seas. Xynth, come-bearer of the black coat. You have a raven friend with you. Birds seldom take to Erebus, if they can even make their way. A spy, I thought at first, but no. Perhaps Selene sent him down to you. I likewise sense no ill intent from him. Our familiars may take on a variety of forms, no different from our friends or enemies. Let's see how well this one keeps up. 'Twas not a compliment, merely a point of fact. Though I would see firsthand a demonstration of your capability. You may be strong, but not yet strong enough. And evidently quite impatient, too. Shall you attempt to talk Kronos out of a fight as well? Alas, that things don't always go our way. Go on now, vent the anger that you feel. We each have much of it to spare. Had your fill of Olympus for a while. Surpassing me here must be far less burdensome than having to gouge all of Typhon's eyes. Then gather what strength you can in the meantime. For now, the underworld awaits. But I yet hold the key. The greatest teacher is out there, and evidently taught you quite a bit. You're able to surpass me here consistently, but has this proved to be enough? Because your path toward mastery is yours alone. When you decide you are prepared for more, remember that the oath of the unseen is there for you. As am I. One further secret of the oath of the unseen I shall reveal now. When you feel suitably prepared, consider this. Then perhaps we shall clash under a new set of circumstances. You found me, a frightful night, cold and dark and everything. You've spoken certain vows, and as the moon is our witness, I too have spoken mine. Now we may clash in earnest, finally. Our limits grow along with us. I know mine well enough by now. Do you know yours? I am eager to find out for myself. You've grown. There was a time you never could have stopped me had I used dark side against you thus. You look upon the oath of the unseen night after night, but do you understand as yet the lesson it imparts? Either give in to fear or become its cause. Your words, not mine, though I concur with them. Let us become that fear for one another once again. Each night I wonder which of your forms I shall confront. Have you considered why so many different aspects of the nocturnal arms are at your disposal? Or perhaps the arms have come to have affinity for you, not unlike a close companion who entrusts you with a secret that is never to be shared. Do not betray their confidence. Athena deigned to grace these woods of ours, has she? Perhaps a mere projection of her power now that you and she have built up more of a working relationship. She would not bother if she deemed you unworthy. Whilst her power may be limited beyond Olympus, I shall not underestimate it here. 'Twas no mere dream, of course. What more did you learn whilst you lingered thus? Blast! Hermes suspected that this was the case, but has been unable to prove it beyond doubt. For now, let us proceed as though the fates themselves oppose us. As though we've nobody to count on save ourselves. That form of ignium is rather fetching. You could always decorate the crossroads with those lights, should they not prove sufficiently dependable for your task. Nonsense. If I myself wielded those very torches, you would not be bearing them. Now, come remind me what the rosy flickering of dawn can do. You bested our enemy, and now are eager to reach him again. As much as I am curious to know more, you must have your reasons for withholding the details. Never apologize when you are not at fault. Speak no more of this than necessary, not to me or anyone. And press on. When last we fought like this, I posed no real threat to you at all, I know. But your enemies are stubborn. There is nothing you can do to make us stay out of your way. Each night has something of its own to offer. Whether you are concentrating on your swiftness or your strength, ensure you're using well this time we have. To the abyss of the subconscious I descend. Remember well those words, and those that follow, lest the thrill of battle cloud your memory. A potent prayer, although here it shall avail you not. Perhaps you soon shall have the opportunity to make the invocations in the proper place and time. The testament of night requires my defeat specifically, is that not so? The Titan Lord can wait. The key to making the nocturnal arms more powerful stands right in front of you. Oh, I just did. Perhaps when you come to be my age, you too shall find a new connection to the oath. For now, come earn the nightmare that you seek. Dark side, dark side, dark side. To shadow, fear. Behold, look upon me. See this. Here I am. Here we are. I am everywhere. All around you. Three as one. We are one. You're surrounded. Together we shine. See how strong our sisters have become. Whether 'tis wise to speak the vow of rivals is for you to decide. But I can see the wisdom in rescinding that one. I'd not wish to face me at my best either. Do wonder by all means. And should you require more of an advanced test of your aptitude, I shall be waiting. Titan, prepare to suffer for all that you've done, wretch. Or shall I stay my hand merely because you made the mistake of loosening your hold on me? Malinois, where are we? One instant I discover that our enemy invaded Erebus, the next I know he's groveling about my feet. How is this possible? What have you done? Come, Malinois, for all the reasons that Selene says. We have a delivery that we must make besides. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message. Malinois, if you can even hear me yonder, I bid you to return. We have matters to discuss. And there she is. Everything as it once was, yet nothing is the same. A feeling I know only too well. It seems we are to prolong your training for a while. Whether we truly possess the capability to maintain time remains to be seen. But we can at least maintain ourselves. Your grandfather Kronos, like as not, awaits beyond this very threshold, where once he stalked that clearing as our bitter enemy. How has collaborating with him been? How very strange indeed. But if it works, I shall not question it too much. Perhaps we'll all learn more of the mysteries of time ere this is ended. Tell me something now, Malinois. Who is the fiercest enemy that you have overcome in all of this? Kronos? Typhon? The limits we impose upon ourselves inhibit what we can achieve. Overcoming those limits is extraordinarily difficult. But you have done it now. Again and again. They lighted my way in my youth, and even still. Care for your possessions, and they may last you a good while. Try not to dwell on it too much, lest it scatter your mind to no end. But yes, these flames and I do not truly belong. And for that very reason, I suspect the fates figured me out. That little cat there by your side. I noticed her within our crossroads recently. Your power must be great indeed to have persuaded her to follow you. Each hidden aspect of the arms of night is in your grasp, at least the ones that have been set aside for you. What have you surmised about their bearers? Our realm is hidden, theirs may be as well. Besides, for as much of the world as you've seen, 'tis but a narrow swath. You have eternity to meet these other gods, or not. Are you better prepared this time? Look at yourself. You are too calm, suppressing your anger for the illusion of control. Give me both. Rage, which you can control. Leave the serenity to our sister the moon, and fight me properly. Shall we continue with these clashes for eternity? 'Twould seem there are sufficient possibilities of Kronos to keep you occupied that long. I would prefer more frequent victories, but I came to enjoy it in kind. Let us continue, then, for however long it takes. I can recall some of your many tricks whilst brandishing Discura there. Though why don't you remind me? It's not my custom to let others rush at me with knives. But for you and Lim and Oros, anything. So it's to be these old tortures of mine against your own once more. I am quite partial to this clash. These woods shall look more like a meadow soon, as you keep swinging that old moonstone axe about. The Argent Skull, the very face of death. I dare say it shows the hint of a smile in our midst. Xinth the Black Coat once again tonight. Then I shall brace myself for impact, and suggest you do the same. We each have a dark side waiting to reveal itself. Now's as good a time as any to show mine. Let us ensure that such a terrifying night is not to be forgotten by our witnesses. The flames of Ignium burn bright for you, but mastery is an everlasting pursuit. You handle Zorafet as though its bulk is not an inconvenience, but a strength. The Skull of Raval is not a simple artifact to wield. But I can see you two have come to grips. At least let me get in a strike or two next time for the sake of pride, Millenoi. As elusive as a shade. I don't believe I struck you even once. Impressive work to have evaded every strike. My own and that of my sisters as well. You arrived with not so much as a single cut or scrape, and thus depart. Such strength and agility as can stop time. You've scarce afforded me a single opening. Show no such mercy to our enemies either. Swiftly and thoroughly dispatched as though I was no threat to you at all. I see you are not in any mood to be slowed down. Hold fast to that ferocity. Well, go on. 'Tis clear that you are in a hurry, for how quickly you were able to overcome what threat I posed. Lord Hermes would be most impressed with how swiftly and thoroughly you settled the score here. Know only that I would not willingly confront the fury of Xinth for merely anyone, Millenoi. A hidden aspect of the arms. One of the hidden aspects. You made the vow again. Returned from above. That is quite a colour on you. Is that silk you wear, or gold? Phase shift. Phase shift, was it? Time can bend. Silk cannot protect you. Mere silk. The Arachne can blame me. You didn't need that dress. The spider can weave more. Denied your silken dress. That shall not work on me. Not at my age. I cannot change that easily. Flap away, Raven. This bird. Daring little bird. Good girl, Hecuba. Show your fangs. Good hound. Golly, that I felt. You dare, Golly. Vicious polecat. Move it, frog. That frog. You and your frog. Alone again. Short work. So much for them. And now for me. They shall return. Thank you, sisters. And there they go. Got them all. Gone already. You scared them off. Now, see this. Here, then. Careful now. Beware. Still dangerous, I see. More deadly than you look. Clever. You still can fight. Steady yourself. Trust in your training ere you reach your destination at the house. That and your connection to Kronos affords you some degree of control over his abilities. An unwitting inheritance he gave to you. Approaching matters with caution and respect shall rarely lead you astray. I shall await word of whatever it is you discover, and whether our plans may come to pass. How fares the task? A complication. Your brother never was keen on taking direction, especially from your father. And now he's filling your own head with doubt. We have no recourse here, Millenoi. Persuade him or all shall be for naught. Their precise history is of no bearing to our present state. In war, one would be wise to not give undue credit to one's enemies. If you spend all your time so deep in thought, then you shall hesitate to act, and your moment shall pass. Question? Tell me, ere we clash again. Has your brother come to understand yet the necessity of his participation in your task? Then tell him what he needs to hear, if that is what it takes to spur him on. I do not like having to count on him any more than you, but his cooperation is an absolute necessity. I suggest nothing. The task is yours, as are the methods you employ to achieve it. But achieve it. A better past. Nonsense. None of it occurred. Nothing has changed. You should be gone, Titan, not flooded with false memories. Silence! Millenoi, come to your senses. Whatever you did, this wretch is finished and shan't be using his old tricks again. End him. What are you waiting for? Millenoi, Queen Persephone, Lord Hades, do not believe these falsehoods coursing through your minds. Even your son and daughter seem susceptible. You all have been manipulated by the Titan's spell. Then you failed. Death to Kronos was the task, yet there he is. Malinois, what could possibly have compelled you to take such a course? I shall never forgive this Titan for what he has done. To this world, your family, you, or me. I did no more than was my charge, O King and Queen. And I remain as ever at your service. Well then, Malinois. What now? I swore to you that no harm shall come to your daughter, O Queen, and that vow remains. And I shall always care for her, whether she resides with me or not. Please reconsider this, Malinois. You cannot be serious about returning to that dusty glade. Your rightful home is here, and you may be unable to return whilst you are with us due to laws much older than ours. To serve the unseen. Return to Shadow now. Return to Shadow now. Return to Shadow now. Return to Shadow now. Kataskion Aski. Kataskion Aski. Askion Kataski. Askion Kataski. Halt! That was quick. Halt! Short work. Halt! Swiftly done. Halt! 'Twas nigh unfair. Halt! I think you won. Halt! Flawless form. Hold! I was outmatched. Hold! Whew. Good. The Cersei special. Cersei sends her regards. Beware, little rodent. Go scurry for a bit. You look inquisitive. You've a question. What concerns you? What to discuss? You are concerned, entirely unscathed, immaculate, still at full strength. No problem getting here. The princess appears. Foreboding night. 'Tis dark out there. A fearsome night. The image of fear. Forgone the vow? You chose to face me thus. Your vow remains. Fulfill the oath. The aspect of Cersei. The aspect of Momus. The aspect of Anubis. The aspect of Artemis. The aspect of Pan. The aspect of the Morrigan. The aspect of Moros. The aspect of Eos, the aspect of Supai, the aspect of Charon, the aspect of Thanatos, the aspect of Nurgle, the aspect of Medea, the aspect of the Queen, the aspect of Hel, the aspect of Selene, the aspect of Nyx, the aspect of Shiva. What's that you have?